uče kakva je elementarna nepogoda. Ljudi pokušavaju da se bez
Bueno, pues es igual.
¡Qué tío, carrere mai, Torino! Carrere mai, transporto tú, se verá. ¡Tiene que sacar al mon, ¡Sacad al mon!
A cyclonic storm has left hail in Olleria, casinos, and Villar del Arzobispo. The storm forced the closure of parks and gardens and cut off the metro service in Valencia. Lightning strikes caused several fires. The weather forecast has come true, and the cyclonic storm is causing significant hail in the interior of the province of Valencia, even covering the streets of several towns in white. Hail has caused damage in several towns, including Olleria, casinos, and Villar del Arzobispo. In addition, the rainfall gauge exceeded 61 liters per square meter in the town of Castellón, Rossell, according to Avament. The southern region was on orange alert for storms that could bring hail, and the forecast was correct. This happened in parts of the Val di Albaida, such as El Olleria, where hail quickly turned the streets into a white layer. It was as if it were snowing, explained Mayor Ramon Vidal. The storm began at around 4:15 in the afternoon, despite the wind warning for an hour of what was coming, with gusts of up to 70 kilometers per hour. At 4 in the afternoon, the amount of water flow exceeded 30 liters per square meter, all in about 15 minutes. The City Hall staff are currently working hard to clear the ice and mud that has formed on the roads. The hail also destroyed crops, as happened last weekend, when another hail storm damaged almost 9,000 hectares of crops, mainly in Ontinyent, Albaida, and Pobla del Duc. Hail also fell in other parts of the Val di Albaida, among them Guadassequies and Benayachal. In the afternoon, heavy rain also fell in the north of the province. In towns in the Serrania Mountains such as Villar del Arzobispo, the streets turned white in just a few minutes due to large hail. Local police in the region said that the rain lasted only a short time, but it was accompanied by significant water overflows. The episode lasted about half an hour. At around 5:30 in the afternoon, it started to rain. So much snow had accumulated on the roads that it looked like it was snowing. In casinos, the rain continued for almost an hour, and the water reached the sidewalks in places. Mayor Miguel Navar commented that the amount of water that fell was so high that it caused flooding in some lower areas. He believes that it will cause damage to the rural roads that are being repaired after the destruction caused by the storm. When the storm passes, they will check if the gravel they have laid has been washed away. The storm was also accompanied by hail at times, sometimes with large stones. The mayor admitted that it was brutal. In Valencia, a downpour that lasted only 5 minutes flooded the parking lot and the players' entrance at La Fonteta, where the Women's League final between Valencia and Castellón Zaragoza is scheduled for this afternoon. Transport in the capital was also affected by the rain. On the Metro Valencia network, train services were interrupted between Olleria and Pontevedra, and there were delays on other lines. The Valencia City Council has announced that the Celia Santa Cruz de Tenerife Homeless Protection Center will open its doors tonight in collaboration with the Red Cross to accommodate the homeless. In areas of the city close to the Ground Zero zone, such as Benetússer and Torrent, activities in municipal facilities have been suspended and parks and gardens have been closed. In addition, the local council has appealed to the public to be careful and avoid areas prone to flooding, and to avoid travel as much as possible. In Torrent, the Secapol, Center for the Protection of People with Disabilities, has been set up, and the regional police and civil protection are monitoring the most problematic areas, although the city council reports that there have been no significant incidents in the city center.
¿Cómo cae la piedra?